Good evening, Om Shanti, and welcome to this evening's program. It's really great that we can still come together and celebrate something as significant and important as International Yoga Day together. Um, in spite of being needing to practice social distance. So this evening, it was just really a thought that every year we've had the lovely privilege of receiving everyone onto our premises and having Yoga Day celebrated on the green lawns that we have here. And so this year, the feeling was that we can't do that, but at least in cyberspace, we can get together and still hold the significance of Yoga Day together. Just a little bit of background for those who are new to it. International Yoga Day has been celebrated since 2015. And I think when we're looking at yoga, we're looking at it from a very broad perspective. I just like to read an extract from the Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India when he actually proposed the idea of Yoga Day at the UN. And he said the idea of International Yoga Day was proposed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the UNGA in 2014. In his speech, he said, Yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. It embodies the unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well being. It is not about exercise, but to discover the sense of oneness with yourself, the world, and nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help in well being. And I think that was so significant and important. And it really plays a very important role right now for all of us as well. That if we look at it, the importance of integrating our lives so that there's a deeper harmony between us and nature, between us and each other, between body and mind. So it's great that we can be together today to celebrate Yoga Day. To begin this evening, I'm going to invite Maya Bhatt. Maya has been a very dear friend, and we've really just enjoyed the way she has been practicing yoga and as a yoga instructor as well. I just want to read a little bit of her intro. Okay. Maya has been practicing yoga for 21 years. She holds a diploma in yoga science from the Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga in New Delhi and a master's in yoga science from the Uttarakhand Sanskrit University in Haridwar, the world capital of yoga. And apart from her qualifications, which are so beautiful, I think the way Maya practices yoga and integrates self-awareness into the whole practice is something that I've always really appreciated in her approach of yoga. So it's not just an exercise, but she really helps one to draw into that spiritual awareness of it and using yoga movements and stretches as a way of really integrating that whole aspect of yoga being body, mind, and spirit. So a warm welcome to Maya, and Maya is going to take us into this subject of balance with yoga and how we can integrate the body-mind relationship using yoga as a technique. And then also do a few postures to teach us a few postures this evening as well, so that it becomes something that we practically take from this evening. So Maya, a very warm welcome to you, and yeah, welcome.
Namaste. Thank you so much for that introduction, Sister Pratibha. I really appreciate that. So as it has been already told by Sister, so I need not say much about this. Today's topic is yoga for balance. So what we are going to do in the first segment is we will be taking Hatha Yoga, the part Hatha Yoga as the initial part of this session. So the practices that we are going to do today in Hatha Yoga will start with Sukshma Vyayam, few of the Sukshma Kriyas that we are going to do, followed by few asanas. While doing the asanas, I'll be explaining you how it is going to help us to bring that harmony, that balance in life between our body and mind. So unless we do it practically, I don't think it actually makes sense for anybody. Unless we experience it ourselves, it is not going to work only by hearing what others are saying. So I really believe in doing things practically. So let's begin with our Hatha Yoga session. Let's get on the mat.
Mm-hmm.
We'll settle down on the mat and we'll start with Om chanting to begin with. Just cross your legs. If you're not comfortable sitting on the mat, you can just take a chair, sit down on the chair, keeping your spine erect, pinching the tip of index finger on the tip of your thumb. You have to rest your hands on your thighs. Gently close your eyes. Relax. Relaxing your entire body. Check the alignment of your spine. Bringing awareness on your breath. Three rounds of deep breathing. Slow and deep inhalation. Full exhalation. Two more times. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Relax. Rolling your eyeballs, awareness between your eyebrow center. Visualize Om. Keeping awareness on Om, we will start with 3 rounds of Om chanting. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take the essence of Om chanting. Feel the effect of vibrations in your body and your mind. Relax. With 2-3 blinks, gently open your eyes and come back. Relax. Stretch your legs out and give little movement to your toes in and out. Come back, bending your knees, come up. We will start with Sukshma Kriyas, loosening practices. So how loosening practices work? The stress, it starts from physical body. If there is any stress that you are having mentally, it is going to definitely affect your physical body. So today we'll be doing few loosening practices that will help to relieve the stress from our muscles and joints. Just keep little distance between your legs, keeping your spine erect. Place your hands on your waist. As you breathe in, gently you have to drop your head backward. Breathe out, bringing your chin to chest. We'll go for 2 more rounds. As you breathe in, try to touch your neck on your upper back. Breathe out, your chin to chest. Last round, Griva Shakti Vikasa Kriya. Up with inhalation. Exhale, bring your chin to chest. Come up, breathe in. As you breathe out, you have to turn your head right side. Your chin goes above your shoulder. Awareness is still on your neck. Breathe in back. Breathe out other side. Breathe in. We'll go for one more round. Turn your head right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back. Breathe in. Relax. Now stretch your arms by the side. Breathe in. Your palms facing up. Now placing your fingers on your shoulders. Bring your elbows together. As you breathe in, you have to take your arms up. Breathe out and open up backward. Breathe in, up. We'll go for 2 more rounds. Breathe in, breathe out. Awareness on your shoulder joint. Last round to go. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll go opposite direction. Breathe in, come up. Bringing your elbows together. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll go for last round. Breathe out. Stretch your arms by up and bring it by the side and down. Relax. Shoulder level distance between your legs. Now we are going for our back. Breathe in. Stretch your arms in front. Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, turn your upper body left side. You have to bend your left elbow. When you're turning right, you bend your left elbow. Right hand goes straight back. Gaze at the right thumb. Make sure you don't twist your lower body. Above the waist, twist and gaze behind. Breathe in, come back. Other side, as you breathe out, your awareness will be on the twist on your back. Breathe in, breathe out, last round. Breathe in back, breathe out, breathe in, and relax, breathe out. So this was Kati Shakti. One last Shukshma Kriya that we are going to do is the practice for our knee joints. As you breathe in, you have to stretch your arms in front. Breathing out, shifting your body slightly back. You don't bring your knee forward. Instead, just push your hips slightly back and go down with exhalation. Try to bring your thighs parallel to the mat. Breathe in, come up. We'll go for one more round. Breathe out, go down. Your hands are parallel to the floor. Your thighs are parallel to the floor. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out, bring your hands back. Relax. So these were Sukshma Kriyas to improve microcirculation in the body. Now we are going to start with asana practice. I have taken 4 asanas today. First asana that we are going to do is called Tadasana. This asana is going to help us in improving our body balance, the coordination between our body and mind. So how to perform Tadasana? You have to keep your feet together. If we are beginners, what we will do? We'll keep around 2-inch distance between our legs. As you breathe in, you have to raise your arms in front of your body. Interlock your fingers. Twist. Breathe out. Again, as you breathe in, you have to take your hands up. Try to bring your upper arm beside your ears. Give a gentle stretch to your palms upward. Breathe out. Again, as you breathe in, you have to come up on your toes and balance. This is called Tadasana. Balancing posture. Now what you have to take care is, you have to fix your gaze at one point in front. Keep looking at one point. This asana will help in improving your body-mind awareness and coordination. Just maintain that for 3 more seconds. 2, normal breath, and 1. Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, you have to bring your hands in front, release, and back, relax. So this was Tadasana. We move on to the next practice. That is a forward bending practice. We'll make it a little easier. Keep shoulder level distance between your legs. As you breathe in, you have to stretch your arms up above your head. Breathe out, maintain. Again, breathe in and give a gentle stretch to your fingers upward. Stretch your lower back up. Breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, start bending from your lower back, giving gentle shift to your lower back, backward, opening your chest forward. Just come 90 degree. Maintain there for 3 seconds, keeping smile on your face. 2 and 1. Breathe in, come up. We'll go for one more round. Now this practice, breathe in. As the topic is breathe out, yoga for balance. We are just surrendering ourselves down, down. Just maintain for 3 more seconds. Make sure you don't hunch your back. Till the point you feel your alignment is correct, just go till there. And then come up, breathe in and breathe out. Gently bring your hands back. Relax. As a counterpart, we are going backward now. It's all about balance. You have to balance your body against gravity. What you have to do, just place your hands on your waist. Take your thumb. Just place your thumb beside your vertebral column on your lower back. Your elbows will be parallel to each other. Gently take your shoulders slightly backward. And as you breathe in, start dropping your head, neck, chest back. Breathe out and you have to maintain. Do not push your lower body forward. Try to keep your lower body straight, aligned, and then go back. Maintain there. Do not retain your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to hold the posture. 3 breaths. 2 and 1. Come up. Normal breath. Breathe out. Again, as you breathe in, go back. Breathe out. Maintain. Elbows parallel. Stay there for 3 seconds. Awareness is on your back. 2. Ardha Chakrasana. Half wheel pose. And 1. Come up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax and release. Moving on to the next practice. We are going for Ardha Kati Chakrasana. For that, what we will do, we'll keep shoulder level distance between our legs. As you breathe in, you have to raise your right arm by the side. Stretch it up. Your palm is facing inward. You have to stretch your fingers upward. Give a gentle stretch on right side. Breathe out and go left, laterally. Do not go forward or backward. Keep your body aligned and gently give a gentle stretch. Left side, feel the stretch. Now we are bringing harmony between left and right side of our body. It's been seen that either side of the body is more dominant or it is more comfortable or more flexible. So this practice will help to balance both the sides equally. Breathe in, come up and breathe out. Bring your hand down. Other side, as you breathe in, stretch your fingers upward, stretch, breathe out. Gently go down. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Stretch and maintain. Keep your breath normal. Stay there for a while. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Come up as you breathe in. Breathe out, release. We'll go for one more round. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, gently go opposite side. Maintain the stretch. Just stay there with normal breath. Stay there. 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Breathe in. Breathe out, down. Change. Breathe in, come up. Gentle stretch and breathe out. Maintain for 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Come up as you breathe in. And breathe out. Just relax. Normal breath. Now, stretching your arms up. Take a deep breath. Breathe out and just relax. Just drop your body down. Relax it once. Stay there for a while. Just relax, dropping your body for 3 seconds. And come back. Breathe in and release. So these were the asanas that we tried. Basically, the asanas that we did today were to bring balance between our body and mind, between like the side stretching that we did for was to just bring balance between the body itself, both the sides, your left and right side. So now we are proceeding towards pranayama practice. So before we begin with pranayama practice, it is very, very important that when you are doing any of the pranayama, before that, you need to have control over your breath. Your breath has to be consistent. You have to monitor your breath. First, you have to develop the breath awareness. It is more important. So for that, what we do, we go for yogic deep breathing. First, in the initial stage, we start with a single level at one time. We cover abdominal deep breathing, thoracic deep breathing, and clavicular deep breathing. So today what we are going to do, we'll be taking all 3 levels of breathing, that is yogic deep breathing, and we'll perform 5 breaths. How to perform that, we'll learn. Just settle down on your mats or on your chair and relax. So now here we are trying to bring harmony between our body and breath. Slowly, we are proceeding one step further. You have to rest your hands in Jnana Mudra to control your mind. Rest your hands on your thighs. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. If you're having back problem, you can take support of the wall. Just place a cushion. Try to keep your back correct and just sit down. Relax. Close your eyes. Just follow the instructions. Yogic deep breathing. Just first monitor your breath. Be aware of your breath. Feel the touch of air in the inner wall of your nostrils while breathing. Not even a single breath should enter your body without your permission. Relaxed breath. Now bring your awareness on the movement of your abdominal muscles while breathing. Without putting any efforts, just observe the movement of your abdomen while breathing. Now bring your awareness on your thorax, your chest. Be aware of the movement of your chest while breathing. Effortless breathing. Now we'll start with yogic deep breathing. We are going let's go for 3 rounds of yogic deep breathing. Take a deep breath. As you breathe in, there will be expansion of your abdominal muscles, then expansion of your chest. You have to fill it till your throat. As you breathe out, start relaxing your throat, your chest, and then your abdomen. Make sure your breath is very slow, deep, controlled, one after the other. Breathe in, expansion, abdominal deep breathing, thoracic deep breathing, and clavicular deep breathing. We are taking them together, one after the other. As you breathe out, relax your upper body and then your abdomen. Go for last round. Breathe in expansion of your abdominal muscles, your chest, and your clavicular region. Breathe out, relax your throat, chest, and abdomen. Just relax. So this was the practice of yogic deep breathing to develop breath awareness, to correct your breathing pattern. Relax and to improve the flow of vital energy in your body. Stay there for a while with your breath. We are moving on to the next practice, which is called Bhramari Pranayama. Gently bringing awareness in your eyebrow center. You have to relax your jaws and your tongue. We will be going for 5 rounds of humming sound to relax our mind, to bring harmony between our body and mind, preparing ourselves for next step. Now placing your index finger on your ears, on the notch of your ears, you have to close your ears. We'll be going for 3 rounds of Bhramari Pranayama. Gently raise your arms by the side, close your ears. Keeping your spine erect, your awareness will be between your eyebrows. Take a deep breath. With exhalation, you have to produce humming sound. Your awareness throughout the practice will be on that sound and the effect of that sound on your head. Breathe in. Once you are done with 3 rounds, just relax your hands back on your thighs in Dhyana Mudra. Your eyes are still closed. Brahmari Pranayama harmonizes your brain, relaxes your mind, makes you more calm, peaceful, and relaxed. Feel the effect of Brahmari. Stay with it for a while. Relax. Rolling your eyeballs, awareness in your eyebrow center again. Visualizing the wide space between your eyebrows. Try to form a clear image of Om between your eyebrows. Identifying the color of Om. Keep your awareness on Om. 3 rounds of Om chanting followed by mantra. Take a deep breath. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take the essence of the chanting, which means Supreme Consciousness is full. This entire world has come from that full consciousness. Even by taking full from the full remains full. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Relax. Gently place your hands on your eyes, forming cup. Blink 3-4 times inside your hands. Open your eyes, stay there for 1 second, and gently bring your hands back. Namaste. Hope the session was fruitful. It will help you to bring balance in your life, balance between your body and mind. And thank you so much for this. Namaste. Om Shanti.
Namaste. Maya, thank you very much. I think in a short space of time, you were able to show us some very effective stretches. And I think personally, one could almost feel how effective those stretches are in releasing any form of tightness and creating that sense of centeredness. So thank you very much again. Thank you. And now it gives me great pleasure to sort of introduce Sister Dipti. And yoga is so multifaceted. What we've just had from Maya is yoga in terms of Hatha Yoga, the yoga of movement, the yoga of exercise. And now Sister Dipti, who's been with the Brahma Kumaris for more than 30 years, will take us into the exploration of Raja Yoga, which is yoga of the mind, how to develop that sense of personal sovereignty, which is another very important element of yoga. And Sister Dipti brings with a wealth of experience, but also just really to integrate this practice in a way that's simple and something that's practical for all of us, because we all know the mind is is one of the biggest challenges in terms of trying to harness and center that energy. So I welcome Sister Dipti. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Prativa. So, thank you, my sister Maya. It has been a beautiful experience. I think just breathing in that way has created a lovely experience of just relaxing the body. And I think this journey of keeping a balance and harmony between body and mind is so important. We know in today's world, if the body is not feeling well, then the mind also feels the impact of it. And similarly, when the mind is not feeling too good, the body feels the impact of it. And really, within Raj Yoga, the real aim is to develop that sense of sovereignty, that feeling of mastery over my own thoughts. You know, I believe in life, people can take everything away from you, but no one can take away from you the way you think. Many things in your life, due to circumstances, can be lost. But the choice of thinking the right thoughts to empower your being is a personal choice. And I find that is the level of sovereignty. My life is not as a result of circumstances and people, but rather my life is as a result of how I choose to want to think. And I think in today's world, and especially in the climate of the present time, we see that the level of thoughts that we create are very, very important, because my every thought is having a ripple effect in my being, in my body, in my environment, and in the world around me. And so within Raj Yoga, the whole level of creating mastery over my own thoughts. And those thoughts um, is like a mirror, and they will come across in your life in certain ways. Sometimes when we have a headache or a stomach ache, we can recognize it and we do something about it. But the ache of the mind and the dullness of the mind as such, over a period of time, creates a staleness in our life. And when there's a staleness in one's life over a period of time, we stop living, we start existing. And so when I deepen this journey of creating pure and powerful thoughts, then I come from a space within my being that I choose to start from a higher frequency. One of the things that always supports me to think how it is that I start my day to develop that sense of mastery. It's like a plane when it takes off, the engineers know to to fly the plane in such a way that it reaches altitude, and once it reaches its highest altitude, then it can cruise. But if the plane flies low, there will always be atmospheric turbulence. So similarly, on a daily basis, how much do I elevate my state of consciousness? Because as is my thinking, so is my world. I create the world on the basis of my thoughts. And I really feel that my thoughts are like a magnet. So if I create the highest levels of thoughts, my life will be encircled and I'll be supported by good energies. But when I create chaos in my mind, then there'll be a lot of turbulence in my life. And so, how much within this journey I can use the power of my being, and how my sister Maya took us into that space where the body is totally relaxed. There are certain thoughts that will help my mind relax, and it is a choice of those thoughts. And the very first thought that I can create in my life, regardless of what is happening in my life, is to understand that eternally and originally I am a being of peace. Deep within myself, there's a reservoir of pure energy, and it's a peaceful energy. And as a yogic practice, on a daily basis, I activate that energy of peace. And that peace brings me into a space of clarity. And when there's clarity, then there's a flow of energy in my life. You know, sometimes I'm sure you experience it, that when the heart and mind is not feeling peaceful, then there's always interruptions and disturbances that come into our life's journey. But to create balance once again in our life from the busyness and the rush and the chaos of the world, the fear and the worry and doubt of the world, I need to retreat back to myself and remind myself, who am I? And come back to that energy of knowing that I am a being of peace. I am love. Today in the world, people do so much to feel loved and they seek out for love. But a yogi who's connected to themselves activates the love from within them. My very DNA of my being is love. Yeah, I am a being of love. Maybe whilst I'm living my life in this world, I may have closed that heart due to certain hurts or certain experiences. But once again, it's like a flower that I allow to blossom, and that flower blossoms into that state of love. And it is these energies of peace and love and purity and joy, which are our natural qualities. And when these qualities on a daily basis, I activate them, then they heighten my frequency. And as these energies heighten my frequency, there's a sense of deep well-being in my state of mind. And I think today in the world, to keep that mind peaceful and to keep that mind powerful is very, very important. We see today in the world, this mind has to be very steady, because if that mind is not steady, it will get distracted. Same as our sister Maya allowed there to be a balance in the body and a steadiness in my body. It is very important to create a steadiness in my state of mind. And that comes from a daily practice. You know, start your morning very beautifully and powerfully with this deep experience of peace, this deep experience of love, this deep experience of inner power. Don't wait for it from the outside. Don't wait that if people can do this for me, if the situations will be better, if people talk to me nicely, if the things around me are more comfortable, then I will experience these states of being. You know, sometimes people say, when this person will be nice to me, then I'll be happy. If you wait for that, you may wait a whole lifetime. Happiness is a choice. Peace is a choice. Love is your innate quality. And as a yogi, I master these energies within my being. And the more and more I master these energies, that mastery over the inner self allows me to have mastery over my circumstances. A Raj Yogi is one who develops a state of sovereignty. I can't control anything in my life external of me, but I can control the things inside of me. We can't control people. We can't control situations. They are going to be who and what they are meant to be. And we will be facing in our life a variety of people. But I can't change anyone. But one of the things I can do is make myself powerful. And how I do that is on a daily basis. I exercise my mind, just as in the physical Hatha Yoga you heard earlier, where I exercise my body. In the state of mind, I'm exercising my thoughts. Let my thoughts become stronger. Let there be fluidity in my thoughts. Let me generate that highest energy. Don't let your worry and your fear and your doubt lower your frequency. Just on a daily basis, work at a stronger level. I find for myself on a daily basis in the morning, particularly in the morning, I find it's a very beautiful time to deepen this yoga practice. A yogi often finds that the morning hours are a beautiful time to deepen that state of energy. That morning time, however I start my day, is the way my day is going to echo. So if I start my day with a deep sense of mastery, with those beautiful thoughts of my being in that way, then those thoughts then echo. You know, they say if you start your morning good, your day echoes in a good way. And so when I create that space within my being, then other things begin to flow at a beautiful level. And so when we look at the word yoga, Raj Yoga, which is the yoga of the intellect, the yoga of the connection. So the first area in my life I have to connect is with myself. The second area that I need to connect with is God. However you see that highest source to be. The word yog means to connect. So first I need to connect with myself. For a long time, we've become strangers to ourselves. You know, we can speak to many people for a long time, but if somebody says, speak to yourself, sometimes you say, what do I say? It's like we've got to know the world, but we've forgotten to know ourselves. The whole journey of who am I? Who am I really? I may know I'm a being of energy, but who am I as this being of energy? This pure, radiant energy, this living being. As we talk about human being, we've developed a lot about the human aspect, but the being that I am, how do I come in touch with this being that I am? So as a yoga practice, the first area that I really deepen is the practice of connecting with myself as to who am I as this being of pure energy. And then the second step in meditation is to use that connection to then connect with the highest source. Yog, the connection, Atma and Paramatma, soul and supreme soul. Because if I want to elevate my consciousness, I need to connect with the consciousness that holds a high frequency. If you want your consciousness to be elevated, you have to connect that consciousness to a consciousness that's operating at a supreme energy or at a high energy, as an angelic energy. And so as a yogi, I then use the power of my thoughts to deepen that experience. And with my power of my mind, I connect to the source who's ever peaceful, the source who's ever loving, the source who's ever pure. We've known the source by many names in our lives. We've known the source as Shiva, Allah, Jehovah, by many names. But the source, that supreme source that is constant in that energy that will elevate my frequency. So on a daily basis, as I connect with God, that highest being, and with the power of my mind, as I connect to that highest source, it's like my peace is heightened in its frequency. Sometimes we are peaceful in our life, and at other times that peace in our life at times gets a bit less due to maybe a few challenges that come in our journey. But when I connect with God, the one who's ever peaceful, and in my yoga time, I, this being of peace, connect with the one who's ever peaceful, I find that the vibration of that ocean of peace deepens my peace. It energizes the peace in my being. The one who has unconditional love for me, as I connect with that source of unconditional love, I feel once a deep sense of deep security. You know, in your life, when you really feel loved, there's a deep feeling of security inside. There's a nurtured energy that comes inside. A lot of times in our life, we need to connect to that source that is absolutely stable. Because today in the world, there's so much of change. There's so much of uncertainty. We don't know what is to happen tomorrow or even in the next few hours. The world is in such a rapid change. But there's one source in our life's journey that's constant, a source that I can connect to at a deep level daily. And that source will anchor me into truth. That source will anchor me into stability. That source will anchor me into that energy of peace. And so it's a very, very beautiful practice. And the more and more I spend time with myself in this way, and I spend time with the highest source, the yoga practice, Raj Yoga, the connection with the highest source, the link between I, the soul, and God, the supreme soul. And when I deepen that practice and I elevate my consciousness once again, it brings balance in my life. Today in the world has gone into an extreme state. In many understandings, we see that the world is like in the East, they call it the Iron Age time of the world, the Kali Yuga time, where the world today is in an extreme state. But we need to bring back balance. We need to bring back that level of stability, that level of calmness, that level of beauty once again. And so, as a yogi practice, on a daily basis, I nurture the power of my thoughts. But also, a Raj yogi is not the one who just sits and meditates, but one who chooses to live an elevated lifestyle. So, all of us have to live our life every day. But the reality is, how have I lived it? Did I live my day or did my day live me? And if for many days of our lives, if my day has lived me, then that's not a space of sovereignty. It's like I go through later in my life and I think, I've never had a chance to live who I am, but rather I've been lived by people, I've been lived by circumstances, I've been lived by so many things in my life's journey. And that is not the stage of a yogi, a Raja yogi. A Raj yogi lives a life of being a sovereign. It's not that circumstances won't come. It's not that people on a daily basis may not give you a hard time. Certain people's way are like that. Some people in your life may be extremely controlling. They may be controlling every aspect, or they try. But you can't change them. You just have to work on yourself and become stronger and powerful and take power from God and deepen your own experiences. And every day you'll feel that you become stronger and stronger. And the sign that you're becoming stronger and stronger is that you get less affected. So, this is how a yogi works. A yogi develops a deep state of mastery, a sovereignty. And whilst we're living this life in this world today, our everyday becomes better. Our everyday becomes a sense of mastery. And the sign that I've developed mastery in my life is I start living my life. And what does it mean to live my life? I'm at peace. I'm full of love, and my heart is full of purity and joy. So, this is Raj Yoga, a beautiful state to start your day, live your day, and end your day and your whole life. Okay? So, we'll now go through a short meditation together. And let me just guide you through a short meditation. So, once again, sit very relaxed. Try and keep your body upright. So, just sit in a very comfortable position with your body upright and take a deep breath in. And as you take a deep breath in, allow your energies to come to a centered point of stillness. Bring your energy to a centered point in the center of your forehead. Feel yourself to be pure, radiant energy. For a short time, I stay in this consciousness of I, the being of light. I, the being of pure consciousness. This is my body, my valuable instrument. But who am I? I am a being of pure energy, a being of light, an eternal being of conscient energy who lives my life through this body. But I'm not this body. I am a being of peace. Deep inside of me, there is a reservoir of total peace. I activate this energy of peace that I am, allowing that peace to fill my whole being and my body and my surrounding, spreading out into the world. I am peace. Feel the vibration of this peace in your being becoming stronger and stronger. I am peace. Deep inside of me, I hold love. I am love. I don't just wait to seek love from outside, but I activate my inner core, which is love. So wholesome, so nurturing, so kind, so compassionate. My very being is a joyful being. At the very core of who I am, I'm the child of the one who's ever blissful, and my life is filled with inner joy. not just the happiness that comes out of circumstances and people and possessions, but at the very core of who I am a joyful being. I am peace. I am love. I hold joy. There's a purity in my being and a sense of power, inner spiritual power. And I, the soul, connect to the highest source of all of these qualities. With the power of my mind, I go beyond the consciousness of this physical dimension into a region of pure light, the true home of I, the soul. And in this home, which is known by many names, the soul world, nirvana, the land beyond. In this home, I connect to that highest source of all peace, all love, all spiritual power. I hold this experience deeply. I absorb that peace. I absorb that love. I absorb that spiritual power. Feel it, absorb it. Continue to just absorb that energy of peace and love and purity. Become filled with that energy. Feel yourself just to be light in the company of the one who's the constant source of all power, all beauty. And then very gently, after absorbing that energy, bring that energy with you into this consciousness of your life. And as you continue with your life, hold this feeling of who you are and who you belong to, and activate the true purpose of your life once again. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Dipti. You took us into a very deep, special experience of centeredness and silence, and one really could feel that one could absorb that energy of peace very deeply within one's being. Thank you for that lovely journey. Um, we almost ready to end our program, but I just like to give a space if anyone has a question or two, either for Maya or for Dipti, if you'd like to take it up, then to just write it on the chat. Otherwise, to continue. Okay. Doesn't look like there are any questions. So once again, thank you to Sister Dipti, and a special thank you to Maya for really taking us on this wonderful journey of integrating yoga into our lives so that it brings balance. And I think it's such a necessary lesson for all of us today to know how to bring these elements of wellness within ourselves so that there's a deeper sense of wholeness as we live through this period and beyond. So thank you, everyone, and stay well. Om Shanti.